Om Asya Gyananjana Shalakaya Tammena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukham Karoti Vacham Pangam Langayati Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurun Dinataranam Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasidhevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo mahavadannaya Krishna prema pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Vrindaranya kalpadrumadha Srimad Ratnakara Singhashanasto Srimad Radha Shila Govinda Devo Pristalipi Sevyamano Smarami Srimad Rasarasarambi Vam Shivata Tatakstitaha Karshanavenu Swanair Gopir Gopinata Shriyestunaha Bhaktya Vihina Aparadha Lakshai Kshiptascha Kamadi Taranga Madhye Kripa Mai Tvam Sharanam Prapanna Brinde Namaste Charanarabindam Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavasya cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavachai Namo Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gauranga Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I'm offering my unlimited Dandavat pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most beloved, worshipable Gurudev, Vishnupad Paramahansa, Ashtotar Sata Sri Srila, A.C. Bhakti Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. And then I'm offering my same unlimited Dandavat pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet, most worshipable, beloved Siksha Gurudevs, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtotar Bhakti Sridhar Goswami Maharaj and Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtotar Sata Sri Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. I'm offering my Dandavat pranams to all of my Sri Rupa Luga Guru Varga and my Dandavat pranams to all the Vaishnavas and the Vaishnavas. The other day, when we were celebrating the Mahamahotsav Tithi, about the 8 shlokas called Sikshastakam, which emanated from the lotus mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And his commentary is also taken from what he has meditated on from the commentary of Maharaj Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Vinod Thakur. So I was not able to finish it the other day, so I wanted to complete that because I continued reading on my own, and I realized that there's so much nectar to share here that I can't just keep it hidden. So actually what I did was, because we were discussing, mainly we were discussing about the 8th shloka, the final verse of Sikshastakam in his commentary. And then there was concluding words. So I read not all of it. So I wanted to complete that today. And so I'm going to try to locate that again here. Yeah. Okay. So So I'm going to recap. Some what we already heard, which leads into what we haven't heard. So, Srila Maharaj, he was quoting a verse. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was speaking in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani, who actually is expressing fully her highest moods of Unnata Ujjvala Prem in the 8th verse of the Sikshastakam. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the mirror image of her heart in especially his final pastimes, when Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri. And there he spoke one verse. in that verse, Mahaprabhu said a very startling thing, a very surprising thing, but he was speaking in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Was meeting Krishna at Kurukshetra, as we had already heard, and how Srimati Radhika, when she saw that Krishna was feeling ashamed and apologetic, and he was going to come and touch her feet. You remember what was her response? What did she tell to Krishna?
Actually, you guys make.
But why did she say to Krishna, and she explained it to Krishna, that you were not at fault?
You are the supreme autocrat.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't
But she didn't use that term. That's Srila Sridhar Maharaj's explanation, Siddhantically. All of the infinite number of devotees to deal with. But the devotees have only one object, Krishna. So Srimati Radharani never ever blamed Krishna that he was being cruel, to keep himself away from them for so long, like this. This is her mood in the 8th verse of Sikshastakam. We have to try to take that in very deeply. The final verse. I'm going to say it and remind these Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's not Mahaprabhu who was making that statement, it's Radhika. Emanating from his lotus mouth, because he has that mood towards Krishna, because he has praying. Therefore he feels the same moods that Srimati Radhika felt. Mirror image of her heart. So what is the 8th verse? Ashlishyava padaratam pinashtumam adarshanam marmahatam kurotu va yata tata va vidadhatu lampato matprastu saeva na paraha. To Krishna. Ashlishyava padaratam pinashtumam. Ashlishya means to embrace. Ashlishyava. You can embrace me, or you can trample me under your feet. Would we consider that a very kind-hearted thing if somebody trampled us under their feet? Why is Radhika saying this to Krishna? This is a very extreme statement. You can show me this affection by embracing me, or you can trample me under your feet. And even more painful than that, Adarshanam marmahatam kurotuva. Adarshanam means you may make me completely broken-hearted by not being present before me, not having your darshan. Adarshanam marmahatam, my heart, marmahatam kurotuva. You may also embrace any other person in front of me. Anything and everything. Yatata va vidadhatu lampato. But I have no one else. That is my Lord of my heart. Mat prananatastu You are my prananath. Saeva na paraha, and there is no other. Saeva na paraha, there is no other than you. So this extreme mood in the 8th verse of Sikshastakam, which is the culmination of the entire Sikshastakam, this is the moods of Srimati Radhika. In the purest of the inconceivably pure love in her heart. With the gopis. After not seeing for, Srila Sridhar said, can be up to 100 years. And when Krishna came, he was feeling ashamed, embarrassed, at fault. He was feeling this way. His demeanor, the way he kept his shawl. Srimati Radhika, she did not like to see Krishna with this kind of mood of repentance, apology. I'm to blame. He felt that, but Srimati Radhika would not accept that. Understand this point? It's very essential to understand this. She would never ever accept that, because her absolute position is to fulfill Krishna's desires. That's all. She has nothing separate. And she places no demand on Krishna, because he is her prananath. This is the highest prema. Who has kartals over there? Take the kartals away from whoever has them.
There's a bell on the bike.
Yeah.
On the bike.
On the bike. Then they have to stop. So, okay. So Srimati Radhika, when she saw that Krishna was approaching in that way, then she backed away and told Krishna, what are you doing? Have you lost your mind? So Srila Sridhar Maharaj explained, what are you doing? You are not at fault. You are the Supreme Master. You have done nothing wrong. This is your position. This is your position and your right. But who is at fault? I am at fault. It is I who am at fault. She told this to Krishna. And why? Why is she at fault? Because she's telling to Krishna, if I really had love for you, then I would have died. From this painful separation, I would have died. But the proof that I don't have love for you is that I still live. See? She was feeling herself to be at fault in this relationship with Krishna. So, that mood in her heart was felt directly by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Gambhira for 18 years in Jagannath Puri, his final pastimes on the planet, and completely drowning in all these moods of separation. And Swarup Damodar Goswami, Ramananda Roy were there with him day and night, day and night, day and night. You can read it. It's there. In Antya-lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita, everything is there. And when Mahaprabhu was feeling this same moods of Srimati Radhika, then he spoke this verse. Na prema gandhosti darapi me haro. Krandami so bhagya baram prakashitum. Vamshi vilasyanana lokanam vina viparmi yat prana patangakan vrita. Meaning of this verse. I have not sent na prema gandhosti. I don't even have even a slight scent of prema. Divine love for Krishna within me. Not even a scent of love for Krishna is to be traced within me. So Mahaprabhu is telling this and weeping and crying. You may ask, then why are you shedding tears profusely and uninterruptedly? Mahaprabhu is telling here. You may ask me this question that, oh, you don't have any prema, any love, then why are you shedding incessant tears? Continually, profusely, uninterruptedly. Day and night, you are always shedding tears for Krishna. How do you explain? And then the answer is, oh, you don't know. I only do this to make a show and deceive the people in general into thinking that I have divine love for Krishna. In this way, I want to become famous as a great devotee of Krishna, but I am a hypocrite. I say so. Why do I say so? The positive proof is this. I still live. I could not die. If I had any real love for Krishna, I would have died from his separation. That is the positive proof that I have no trace of Krishna prema within me. Have you heard this verse before? Have you heard this statement by Mahaprabhu? This is the first time that you're hearing this? That I have no prema, no prema gandhosti, no prema gandhosti, even a scent of prema. So we have to go deep and understand, what is this? What are these moods? Mahaprabhu descended into this world. Krishna descended with 3 to fulfill. That's the main cause of his, that Krishna had 3 desires to fulfill. What are those 3 desires?
It's the mood, Srimad, deliver the fallen that jivas.
No, that's not the 3. That's external. This is the internal. 3 desires that he had concerning the prem, unnata ujjvala prem of Srimati Radhika. First one, he wanted to understand the mahima, the greatness, the vastness, the unlimited, without boundary, extent of prema of Srimati Radhika. Krishna saw how Radhika's prema is so unbounded, unlimited. He wanted to understand this. Then, the second thing, Shri Radhaya pranaya mahima kidrusho vanayaiva swadyo yena adbhuta madhurima kidrusho vamadhiya sokyam chasyam mad anubhavata kidrisham veti lobhat tad bhavadya samajani sachi garbha sindho harindu. So, Shri Radhaya pranaya mahima. Mahima is the greatness of Srimati Radhika's prema. Then, swadyo yena adbhuta madhurima. Adbhuta Madhurima means astonishing sweetness. One tastes through her praying. No one can taste Krishna's sweetness on the level of Srimati Radhika. No one. And Chas means happiness. What happiness that Srimati Radhika, when she, and Krishna observes this, that Radhika is experiencing millions of times more is the supreme